So it's time for a new OnePlus phone, they decided. Hello there. This is OnePlus Nord 2 5G. It's affordable and better and faster and smoother. There is an extra case in the reviewer's box and another one and another one. This is the phone itself. It has this slider which used to distinguish OnePluses from other smartphones. Now it distinguishes some OnePlus smartphones from other OnePlus smartphones. There is one more case in the smartphone box, a cable and a 65 watts warp charger. Cool. I found this letter inside the box from the team and it starts with "Dear friend." Did you ever receive an email that started with "Dear friend"? Did it say that you're gonna become rich very soon? It didn't make you rich, did it? By the way, I'm not gonna become rich today, since this video is not sponsored by OnePlus. I don't do sponsored reviews at all. In case you wanted to know, probably you didn't, but since the case was mentioned, I believe it's sold separately. But I love it because it reminds me of the 90s, and I'm old enough to remember the 90s and to know that smartphones weren't a thing back then, so this case wouldn't even exist. But then, it's just a nice case, and you can learn a bit about the components of your phone. Someone asks you, "Hey, what's the battery capacity?" You just show them the case, it says it's huge. Someone asks you, "Where are the cameras on your smartphone?" Look, here's an arrow. It points kind of in the direction of the cameras, but if you can't see the cameras, you definitely won't be able to see this arrow. Someone asks you about the chip. You show them the case and it says MTK for life. It doesn't say for life, actually. Yeah, that's not a Snapdragon. Is that bad? Well, it's just like in politics. You just have to decide whether you like MediaTek or Qualcomm. You can't like both. And if your friends like the other company, you have to stop hanging out with them. Seriously. So, MediaTek claimed this chipset is great for 5G. You'll get 5G even in the elevator. Isn't the toilet more important than the elevator when it comes to 5G? AI. It says here that it's far too smart. The new AI video enhancement feature rocks. No AI? AI. AI? No AI. What? Okay, so this AI thing is a bit tricky. I mean, you can go 4K 30 frames, but 60 frames is not available. And 180p either. No, it's available. Or it's not available. And as you can see, the wide lens doesn't support AI. So what's the difference between the first Nord and the second one? Well, this looks like the OnePlus 9, obviously this doesn't. And since this seemed to be a bit less intelligent when it comes to specs, let's see if you can see the difference between this and this when it comes to photos and videos. So this is just regular place. It's just no one here. And the AI is turned on the Nord 2. And so for some reason, the second Nord supports only Full HD videos, while on the first Nord you can go up to 4K, 60 frames per second. But on the screen, the selfie video from the first Nord looks less appealing. And I didn't even turn on the AI. Now I did. Is there any difference? Do I look more intelligent? Oh, that's a really bad joke. Stabilization test. now you can hopefully see, maybe not yet, maybe now, the difference between the AI on Nord 2 and the lack of it on Nord. And this is the dual view option, so you can see me and see what I see, and I can zoom in while recording and zoom out as well, and this is it. There's also a video enhancement engine in the display and brightness menu. It can probably make the videos look better on the Nord 2 screen. The maximum refresh rate is 90 Hz, just like in the first Nord. Sound: 2 speakers on Nord 2, 1 speaker on Nord 1. Makes perfect sense. 2 speakers. One speaker. Did we just establish that 2 is better than 1? I think it's a bit too early to talk about the chipset. I mean, you can go through the benchmarks. But the question has to be answered. Is it worth upgrading? Well, there is the OnePlus 8 Pro, which is faster and still 5G. The screen's refresh rate on the 8 Pro is 120 Hz. And I know it used to be expensive, but now the price has dropped. And it still gets 3 OS updates and 4 years of security updates. But then again, with Android 12, the unification of the Oxygen OS and Color OS codebase starts. It's a result of OnePlus and Oppo working closer together, and many think that after the unification, Oxygen OS will not be the same. It's already here. Not Android 12, obviously. It's Oxygen 11.3. It's based on Color OS already. For the other OnePlus smartphones, it's gonna be Android 12, but for this one, it's still Android 11. And if I didn't let you go into the settings menu, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. People love to discuss whether it's okay that OnePlus and Oppo share the same code. But it's done. There's nothing to discuss here. If you're going with OnePlus now, you'll have to accept it or choose another company. So what shall we do now? It's obvious. Look for the answers on Instagram. Good things come to those who wait. Be patient. You're not patient enough. This is life. This is business.
What?
Your life is good. Your business is good. Your phone is good. Enough. And that is all for today. For more life and business advice, please follow random, not fully dressed people on TikTok and Instagram. That should work for you. You should be fine. Thanks for watching. And have a bearable one.